I-270 plans. I'm Kate Ryan.
Maryland unemployed workers expand their legal fight with the Hogan administration. I'm Dick Iuliano.
How D.C. will deploy a new unit of officers on scooters. I'm Megan Cloherty.
Gains on Wall Street. Good morning. Welcome in. 1 o'clock on WTOP.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. With new COVID cases rising nationwide, President Biden says kids 12 and under could be eligible to get vaccinated before heading back to school in the fall. Mr. Biden talked about it at a CNN town hall in Ohio.
They're not promising me any specific date, but my expectation, talking to the group of scientists we put together, over 20 of them, plus others in the field, is that sometime, maybe in the beginning of the school year, at the end of August, beginning of September, October, you'll get a final approval saying the FDA said, no, this is it. It's good.
Meantime, he says it's a good idea for kids to wear masks. People in the U.S. are struggling to save money.
Just over half of Americans have less than 3 months' worth of emergency savings. 1 in 4 have no emergency savings at all. That's according to a new survey from Bankrate.com. Greg McBride is Bankrate's chief financial analyst.
The pandemic has accentuated what was already a wide divide in terms of income as well as wealth.
Only 17% of U.S. adults report having more emergency savings now compared to pre-pandemic. Jim Krasula, CBS News.
Democrat Joe Manchin says senators are making progress on an infrastructure plan. CBS's Nicole Killian.
Senate Republicans blocked a roughly $1 trillion package that would fund roads, bridges, and other projects because it's still being negotiated. It is a key part of President Biden's agenda, and a small bipartisan group of lawmakers say they are very close to finalizing the details in the coming days.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy pulls Republican nominees from a panel investigating the deadly Capitol riots after Speaker Nancy Pelosi rejects them. Representatives Jim Jordan and Jim Banks are both supporters of former President Trump. Team USA softball hits another home run in Tokyo. CBS's Steve Futterman is at the Olympics.
The gold medal favorite U.S. women win their second straight game here in Tokyo, a 1-0 triumph over one of their strongest challengers, Canada. The only run came in the 5th inning. Off the field, the director for Friday night's opening ceremony has been suddenly let go after it was discovered that in 1998 he made a joke about the Holocaust. Steve Futterman, CBS News at the Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
Scientists in Dubai are making it rain, literally. Meteorologists in the United Arab Emirates are using drones to zap clouds with electricity to increase rainfall in the region. The desert nation averages about 4 inches of rain a year, and temperatures recently topped 125 degrees. This is CBS News.
This cybersecurity report is presented by Fortinet Federal. Here's Bob Fortna, president of Fortinet Federal.
I think we can all agree cybersecurity protection has become too complex and too expensive. At Fortinet Federal, we keep it simple. One device, one license, one architecture. Whether you need a firewall, VPN, SSL inspection, SD-WAN, or zero trust, with Fortinet, you can meet your objectives with just one device, one license, one architecture. Keep it simple. And by the way, we have the lowest total cost of ownership in the industry. Check us out at FortinetFederal.com.
WTOP at 103. Good Thursday morning, 22nd of July, 2021. Welcome in. Clear to partly cloudy, cooler, less humid by daybreak, down to 60 in parts of the area. 71 in our nation's capital right now. I'm Dean Lane. Welcome in. We do indeed thank you for taking us along for the ride this early Thursday morning. Topping the local stories we're looking at for you this 1 a.m. hour, Thursday morning, the D.C. Area Transportation Planning Board has okayed putting I-270 toll lanes in its long-range plans now. But there are a number of steps ahead for the plan, we hear, that Maryland's governor calls transformational.
A regional panel has approved adding Governor Larry Hogan's proposed public-private partnership to a long-range plan. And that means toll lanes along a segment of the Capitol Beltway and I-270 up to Frederick. But there are a number of phases ahead for the project. A contract for the first segment is expected to go before the Maryland Board of Public Works for approval this month. Governor Larry Hogan chairs that board, and Comptroller Peter Francho is another member. And Francho, who's running for governor, is seen as a possible swing vote. At the same time, the P3 project faces a federally required environmental study. Kate Ryan, WTOP News.
Latest on COVID this early Thursday morning here on WTOP, 34.2 million U.S. coronavirus cases have been reported up to this morning. Worldwide, the death toll is at 4.1 million, 609.8 thousand of that U.S. deaths. Here at home, Virginia's health order expires next week, and when it does, masks will no longer be required in all K through 12 schools. But as a highly infectious variant, the Delta variant, is spreading nationwide, we hear, in all 50 states. There is now new guidance this morning,
saying that individual school districts should be working with their health departments for protocols based on local metrics. The Virginia Health Department has released guidance it's highly recommending, such as universal elementary school mask mandates, that middle and high schools require unvaccinated people to wear masks indoors. Also, that masks be considered even outside during school activities when unvaccinated people are in crowded settings and there's a lot of COVID in the community. The guidance also states that safely returning to in-person learning should be prioritized ahead of extracurricular activities and sports. Christy King, WTOP News.
WTOP News Time, now 1:05. For now, a COVID vaccine is not yet available to kids 12 and younger, so Maryland is encouraging schools to expand their COVID testing programs this fall. And they've got over $180 million, we hear, from the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, to help pay for it. Now, the schools themselves that are interested can apply through the eMaryland Marketplace. Applications will be accepted through August 9th. Daily reports of new COVID cases locally in Montgomery County have been in the single digits for weeks. But on Tuesday this week, the county added 41 new cases, 3 new hospitalizations to that list.
Montgomery County Health Officer Dr. Travis Gales says they're monitoring the situation, but
we currently haven't seen a comparable increase in the hospitalizations and fatalities.
Gales says most new cases involve unvaccinated people, and County Executive Mark Elrich says
we won't rest until we've been able to get everybody vaccinated who we can possibly get vaccinated.
The American Academy of Pediatrics now recommends that kids wear masks in school, whether they're vaccinated or not. And Elrich says
we should be utilizing the AAP's recommendations.
Michelle Bash, WTOP News.
And new data this week offers another grim illustration of the pandemic's impact. We'll talk about that coming up this half hour on WTOP Thursday morning, July 22nd. Welcome in. 1:07, an update on traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Turn your used car into a life-changing opportunity for a person with disabilities or an injured veteran. For more than 55 years, Melwood has been providing job training and support services for thousands of people each year here in the D.C. area. So whether you're looking for a new car or just doing some spring cleaning, consider donating your unused car to Melwood. Your donation is important and helps provide job training and career placement for adults with disabilities, an inclusive summer camp for children of all abilities, and specialized healing retreats for veterans with post-traumatic stress.
Think King's Dominion is just a coaster park? Think again. It's a get back to fun with family and friends park. A find your new favorite food park. An outdoor entertainment you'll remember forever park. A beat the heat all summer long park. It's a discover something new every visit park. All this and coasters too. All at King's Dominion.
Get the best deal on tickets at kingsdominion.com. It's amazing in here.